weather on the 10s from your Northwest Arkansas Weather Authority.
5:11 on this Wednesday morning. So I want to show you we've got a stalled front that we've been talking about this last couple days. Along the front this morning, look, there's a cluster of storms moving through, and this does have, it's pretty organized. It's moving now over north central Arkansas, headed toward Jonesboro. 60s on this side of the front this morning, 20s and maybe even some teens across parts of northern Oklahoma and southern Kansas. And so the front is the dividing line of some big temperature changes, even in our area. We have 60s here, while in western parts of Benton County we have temperatures in the 30s. This front is not going to move much. It may get nudged a little bit back toward the northwest, and so some areas, like, for example, Gravette, may not get out of the 30s or low 40s this afternoon, while a large part of our area will be around 70 or even warmer. We're also watching on the backside of the front. Here's more rain that's developing. So far, there are no thunderstorms with this cluster of area of rain moving out of Texas into Oklahoma. It's moving right along the front, so it will get in here, probably headed toward the River Valley. Now, as this thing works through today, especially in the southern River Valley areas, probably much warmer, and that could set off a pretty active storm. So I'm watching a couple areas. All right, so for today, we've got this broad area of a slight risk. Remember, we talked about this yesterday, that they would probably increase this risk. So a slight risk for severe weather, which indicates the potential for some gusty winds. That's probably the higher potential of all activity today. Maybe some hail and potential tornadoes. And I'm watching an area here southeast of Fort Smith later on this afternoon. As we get warm here in these areas, they could reach the mid to upper 70s. We could have some pretty strong storms that will be having the potential for some tornadoes here. Again, that's southeast of Fort Smith later on this afternoon. So I'll watch that. Otherwise, for a large part of this area, we would probably wait till late tonight after midnight, and we'll pick up a potential for a gusty thunderstorm wind with the cold front coming through. That may happen early tomorrow morning, say after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, so here's the outlook for today. Off and on shower storms expected. There's a front that's in our area, so we will see more rain and storms coming through. See that little flare up there? Even this morning, those likely not severe. But then later on today, 2 o'clock, down here where they get this higher heat and humidity, these are individual storms that are pretty potent there, right along and southeast of Fort Smith. They will move in. All right, so look at that. Just south of Fort Smith there, 3 o'clock this afternoon, a pretty strong storm there, maybe a cluster of storms northwest of Little Rock, and then that moves toward the northeast. So it's that area I'm watching for hail, wind, tornado activity. So living in the southern River Valley, that would be, I think, the higher potential. Today, we're going for a high temperature of 70. Now, part of the area, you guys out in western parts of Benton County, you're not going to see 70. You might see the mid-50s, but some, Gravette may not get out of the around 40 or so. So a big range in temperatures coming. 58 our morning low tomorrow morning, but then a drop in temperatures by early tomorrow morning. We will see temps drop rapidly into the 30s, so it will become quite chilly for your Thursday after we've been used to these spring-like temperatures. And then a cold Friday morning low around 12. And a high temperature Friday, 34. So
60 degrees almost from maybe in a 36-hour span.
Yeah, you know, honestly, we're going to go from 60 to 30 in about 3 hours.
Wow.
So I think it'll go whoop and just drop. Wow. So with that comes about an inch of rain, I think, on average for most areas. Again, watch out for some potential severe weather, especially southern River Valley. I think that's probably the prime area.
Okay, Rick, thanks. And